here's our tubular cast on from another one of the exercises with a few rows in 1 by 1 rib worked. Now if you find your cast off is too tight, you could have a go at Jeny's surprisingly stretchy cast off, which is named after a lady called Jeny Stamen. Okay, now it just adds some extra yarn between the stitches to allow a little bit more stretch. Okay, so first of all, knit or purl the first stitch in patterns. So ours is a knit. Now the next stitch is a purl. If the next stitch is purl, what you do now is work a standard yarn over. So we've done a yarn over and we purl the stitch. Using the left needle tip, catch the yarn over and the previous stitch and pull them over the last stitch made. There we go. So that's how you deal with a purl. If the next stitch is a knit, you don't do a yarn over, you do a reverse yarn over, which comes from the back to the front, over and back between the needles and knit. Pass the yarn over and the previous stitch over, just like we did before. The next stitch is now a purl, so we do a normal yarn over, so over the top and then round to do the purl. Pass those two over. The next stitch is a knit, so we do reverse yarn over, which is over the top of the needle and then back between to do the knit. It feels a bit strange, but it's going to give you a really stretchy cast off. There we go. The next one is a purl. So we do a normal yarn over, so over the top of the needle from front to back, back round again, purl. Pass these over. The next one is a knit, so we're going to do a reverse yarn over from back to front and then back between the needles and knit. I'm going to carry on to the end of the row now and we can see what it's like at the end. So last two stitches now, normal yarn over and purl. Pass those two stitches over. And then a reverse yarn over and knit and pass those two stitches over. Okay, so pass the end through and now let's see what situation we've got here. So as you can see, this is extremely stretchy cast off. Now I don't normally need this sort of stretchiness in my cast offs because of the way I hold the needles, I guess, and the way I hold the yarn. But some people do struggle with normal cast offs. So that is Jeny's surprisingly stretchy cast off.